All right, shalom, 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 y'all. We starting the video here, guys. So guess where we're at, man? I just want to let you know I got my desk set up. Like I'm preaching the gospel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit set up. Like a pedestal. So what they call that shit, man? I forgot what they call that shit. Let's get past that shit. I'm not the most intelligent motherfucker. That's why they call me retarded. Or tardy naughty. I said that shit is mean, but that's okay. Hey, I just want to say your weakness can become your greatest strength, and your strengths could become your greatest weaknesses. Learn how to use it all, y'all. Okay, people call me autistic and shit, all kinds of shit. Slick dick, you know, slick dick Rick, shit, kind of shit, silly shit. But like I said, it is what it is. The white folks be saying he thinks he's slack. I was like, okay. But like I say, they used to say it all the time. They still say that shit. But like I said, it is what it is. This is Dollar Tree. So before we get started, these are my donuts here. Okay. So I have a lot to talk about here. Not too much. I'm gonna make this real quick, okay, guys, because I gotta get back to work. I gotta walk on the opposite side of town. McDonald's is right there. I can't go into McDonald's, unfortunately. I'll go in there and warm up, charge, and hang out. Not hang out, but chill. Just keep buying refills of coffee. I can't do that anymore until I take legal action because they kick me out of McDonald's. So, we're going to be talking about something. Restrooms, okay? So now, I got these donuts here. I'm going to eat one donut. So I bought this. Okay, this is actually very nice. So I can carry 12 donuts in here. I'm a detective, so I get these donuts here. Okay. Like 12 donuts. Hey, shalom, brother. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Another day.
That's good. That's good. They opening up this soon?
No, we getting ready to stock.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh shit. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're not doing nothing wrong. What you got?
Oh, not much, man. I was just making a video here for a moment, just in time. I was trying to, didn't want to do when anyone was here. I want to try to be a disturbance.
No, you're not being a disturbance. Go ahead, do you.
Thank you, man. Hey, you have a blessed one, man.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you. Cool, man. Hey, bless you.
There's the camera that records, so.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Hey, bless you, man. Thank you. Okay, guys, I don't want to cause any disturbance here. I know they open up. Okay. I don't want to cause any disturbance, man. That's cool. Cool brother was letting me know particularly what's going on right now. Okay, member of my community. Nothing against him, though. So what I'm about to do, I'm cold as hell, particularly. So we're going to talk about a few things, but I put this right here. I don't have any socks because they kicked me out the free store. So what I did was, I put 3 bags for the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost in each shoe on my foot. And that's what I did. My feet are freezing than a motherfucker, okay? Okay. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I came here to make this video at this point in time for the simple fact, I don't want to, at this time of the night, I don't want to cause a disturbance. They really get open about 9 or so. Now I was just an employee here and I was shocked. I said, oh shit. Okay. I didn't know they got here this early. Okay. It's only 5:47. They open up at 9, right? So I said, well shit. They're not open yet, so it'd be cool for me to be out here like this. No disrespect. I say I'm not causing any issues. I just tell them, I say, hey, look, I'm just making a video, okay? No disrespect. I'm not, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not causing any issues. Now, I understand during business hours, I wouldn't be out here like this shit. Now, posted up like this. Now, I could do this without the particularly, without the stand here. Would not do that. I'm just saying, guys, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm just letting you guys know I'm not a shit starter, okay? But when shit gets started, motherfuckers get shitted on, or they shit on themselves. That's what we're talking about today. So particularly, I'm just eating me a dun because I'm about to get it done. I call it dun duns. That's short for just a donut. And then I mark down how many donuts I eat. I'm just about to eat one dun. Okay, that's what I call them. as a detective and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here, you know, we about to do it. Shout out to the 313, okay? Shout out to my family and everything. So we about to do this shit up. And then I gotta walk down. It's about a good 2-hour walk down to the library when it opens up and shit. And I gotta grab my blankets and shit, cause it's getting too cold out here. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's cold as hell, man. I don't got no socks and shit, you know, so I have to wear bags because they kicked me out the free store. I just haven't had the time to make it down there because I've been so harassed. If you watch the videos, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, he reminded me that they got a camera there, and I did notice it when I came here, and I felt safe standing here due to all the harassment and the threats. Unfortunately, my Caucasian brothers and sisters, so I stayed here for a bit, and I said, you know what? I gotta make a video. It just dawned on me. I said, hey, let me make a video while I'm here, okay? Make a video while I'm here. Just give me just a moment, please. All right, here we go. I do need to buy something in here. Hey guys, I'm back again. I had to eat my dun. I'm so sorry. This store opens up at 9. I guess I'm gonna be kind of late for the library, so they also wondering why I'm standing out here too. I'm waiting for the store to open up. So I got here pretty early. Just give me a minute. So you gotta understand, guys, you gotta be very careful when you do these things. People are talking about calling the cops. This is why I came here at this time. Even though I would have the right to be out here, that's why I let him know, hey, look, I want to go into the store. Now, I call it to the Holy Spirit. If he tells me to shoot down to the library, or, you know, it is what it is. I'll go. I'll be late. But the store's about to open up, and they open up at 9. Okay, so I got here pretty early. Now, the reason why they made the video as early as I did, because I had things I had to do. I was working on some stuff. Okay. All right, I got here. I got to the Dollar Tree, nigga, at 300 hours by 18. 300 hours 18 by 15 seconds. 300 hours 18 by 15 seconds. Okay, 300 hours 15. 300 hours 15, 18 by 999 milliseconds, okay? So look, guys, I got nothing against these individuals here, okay? There was something that I needed in here and I can't remember. By the end of the video, I will remember. Damn it. So I might have to come back down this way and get it. I've been up for a very long time. I had to eat the dun. Keeps my body warm, the calories, things of that nature. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Let me put on my gloves because I took my gloves off. Actually, I need to take my gloves off. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. Matter of fact. Okay, so matter of factly, I'm just make this real quick. Okay, I'm not trying to do this too long, but Marshall, this is the receipt. Marshall, this is the receipt right here. Okay. All right. So you can actually, particularly last time they wouldn't give me the receipt. I was gonna go in there and ask for one because it's alibis. Since you know I get lied on so much, not only by the civilians here, but the police as well. Not all, I'm saying most particularly is the Caucasians. So it is what it is. So you can see a name right there, if you can see it, Marshall. The ink is not the very best. I just recently got this receipt. I bought a broom mop, a couple of those things. Cake server, that's what you see the donuts in right now, a cake server. Something about donuts. And then it got the handle, I can carry that shit around. It's actually fucking cool. I'll show you that shit. So the mop handles are for when I built my laundry stand for the winter so I can wash my clothes, hang them. It's not going to be, they're not going to be too drenched or soaked. I have to be very careful with that shit because at the end of the day, they can freeze. So you have to use a certain mixture of things to make sure it doesn't freeze. Make sure you use, if you're going to use a liquid, make sure the freezing temperature is, highly resistant to the cold. Okay, so the freezing temperature of what it is, like, let me see, has a higher freezing point. Water freezes quicker than I use it all the time. I'm trying to think. Vinegar. Water freezes quicker than vinegar. Well, in laundry and stuff, okay? So you want to make sure vinegar can still freeze. But the best thing to use when it comes to doing clothes, which I don't have the money, you can't really buy that with a bridge card, is actually liquor. You ever seen liquor in the bottle, in the cold? It never freezes. You can actually use liquor. Mix it with some shit. Easy. Alright? Use that shit. Doesn't freeze, man. I done the research. I said, because I never had the money to get it and perform the experiment, but I know it would be a success. And then I will mix it with other things so it doesn't smell like liquor, but then you can get 100% proof. You know, what do you call it? Mineral oils or something like that. Alcohol. It's like 100% alcohol. Alright? It's not necessarily meant for drinking, but you can actually use it to make things in that nature. I mean, you can drink this shit, I'm pretty sure, because, you know, you can buy that. Well, here, let me tell you something. It's meant for particularly other things, okay? But they don't sell them at any of these stores, so I couldn't buy it. You can get the food grade kind, okay? It's like mineral oils or some shit. You can look it up for yourself, okay? I'll make this real quick. I don't got much time. So, my bandages, I call it a cask, okay? Why do I call it a cask? Okay, my hands were so, not gonna take it over to my hands heals, but I can still wash my hands and shit. Easier to do it with the hand sanitizer and shit. You know, my fingers, I had to particularly make this, makeshift it with duct tape. I cut the latex glove off of my hand because I said, well, look, I can't really use my phones. It's really hard to maneuver my hands. There was blood all in it. You know, I washed my hands off. You know, it is what it is. I cleaned them pretty well. So this is a cask. And people say, well, what's a cask? Okay, so a cask is a mask. Masking, you know, the wound that needs to heal. Cask is a mask, okay? All right, yeah, okay. So that's what it is. Now, we're going to talk about this. Just forgive me. Holy Spirit, give me the understanding and to speak this properly, okay? Well organized. I'm not trying to be too long here. So a cask, okay? I made it up. It's not a cast. It's a cask, okay? Now, a cask, that is a wrap of any sort of material used to seal in something and keep things out, according to the fields of study in relation, in reference to the particular field of study, art, okay? Scientifical, science, psychological, psychology, sociological, sociology, botany, botanical, architectural, architecture, okay, archaeology, you know, music, or musical, music, okay, all right, etc., construction, electrical, metaphysics, you know, particularly what we're talking about now, medical, etc. Okay, so that's what it's talking about, as well, in association with the Bigabites' treatment towards me in bittersweet regards of their exhaustingly innumerable attempts of rape, the maiming of my penis, and putting me in an early casket of atrocities of their philosophy. So that's why, okay, I call it that. Okay, so cast, like a cast, and casket, added it together. Okay, it's a cask. Okay, I made it up. Okay, I'll write a story about it, some shit. But like I say, okay, I do my own thing, man. I'm an introvert. Okay, so like I say, it is what it is. I do my own thing. So I made this shit up, and what I did was, how do you make a cask out of duct tape? Well, and I did it on my finger too, so I get, like, you make 3 of these just in case if it falls off. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. It's so easy to make. Okay, so check this shit out, man. So I made this cask, right, and it's cool. So look at this shit. So the problem is the wounds, like, you know, on my hands and things of that nature. Yeah, I do everything with my hands, and I kept, you know, ripping that shit open, you know, because I'm moving fast and shit. Even though I was moving steady, I'm bleeding and shit. Blood all over my blankets and shit. I said, I don't got time for this motherfucker. I said, you a soldier, man. You better get moving. So I said, I got to figure something out. So I sat up there at Myers, and I made a cask. It dawned on me. Go to the Holy Spirit. So what you do is, you wrap it around. This is what you do. Sorry, you got the biggest in the background. Jealous is all hell, you know. Like I say, just talking shit. Okay, that's why I came here early in the morning. So I don't want to hear that dumb shit. But like I say, so you got this cask. Okay. Alright, how motherfuckers gonna tell me what it is? Motherfucker, I created it. So, because I'm poor, I can't afford the proper gear because of these dumb motherfuckers to actually make this, okay? Alright, and motherfuckers in this Dollar Tree as well. No disrespect. I'm not talking about the brother, well, particularly the Caucasians can be a problem. I've not dealt with the woman in there that's in there particularly, but I'm pretty sure she would give me issues too. Okay. As, you know, it was addressed that the cops would be called, and I said, well, I'm standing out here according to my right to be, okay? I'm not causing any harm. You open up at 9. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. I'll be very polite though if they stepped out here. I said, that's perfectly fine. I said, if you feel like you gotta call the cops, call them. Okay. Alright. And I could tell them about how I shitted on myself because you wouldn't let me use your restrooms when it comes to Marshall, excuse me. When I heard her talking to some bigots say, yeah, we'll let you use the restrooms because you got the complexion for the connection. You know, we'll let you use the restrooms because you got the complexion for the connection, but not him. He doesn't know his place. Okay, you gotta understand, man. Like this place is extremely racist. So that's why if you go to the videos, what do I do when I have to poop when they don't let me use the restrooms? I shit outside. I said, I ain't gonna shit on myself. Are you crazy as hell? Now, I've done that before. I mean, that shit is not too pleasant. I've done it a few times. I said, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this shit no more. So I started hunting down places I could shit outside. Unfortunately, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? So shit, you just clean yourself up, throw your clothes away, just keep moving. Got a bucket from Target. Before I got kicked out, I shit in the Target bucket. And then what I'll do is, that's what I need. I remember, I need a scoop. So what I need is a scoop. And what I use the scoop for is to scoop the shit up. The white folks have a funny, they keep calling me, they call my, they will call me a cat. They will call my pussy, not my pussy, but my pussy, or they say my dick is pussy. Call my dick pussy. Okay, so that's why I say when I say my pussy, I don't have a pussy, but I hate to speak this way. I'm trying to change, but this is what they say. I want his pussy. And I say, okay. So there is a extreme confusion here between pussy and dick when it comes to living dick and pussy. So, I mean, no disrespect, this is how they talk. Okay? It's crazy as hell. My hands are kind of freezing, so I really have to get done with this video. But I just want to say, Holy Spirit, give me the understanding of everything I need to say and get this out of the way. Okay. They yelling in the background saying, now we won't shut the fuck up. I say, hey, bitch, you want to be famous? Bring your dumb white ass over here. All right, brother, I'll make you fucking famous. Everybody know you fucking bigots now. Okay. It's okay. I'll forgive them. But like I say, now the Lord's a different story. When you have no conscience for what you're doing, see, and my thing is, I asked them a question. I said, hey, how does it feel having no soul? And they can't say anything. A lot of these people are just soulless husks. They're on borrowed time, okay? It's not my problem. Just because you got a little dick, and just because, you don't like to clean your pussy, Caucasian females, and because you're tired of taking little dicks, it's not my responsibility, according to your belief in scientific racism, that all I'm put here in eugenics is for sex. I can care less. That's not my problem. Okay? When you violate my civil liberties, you have every right to feel the way you feel. You have every right to be a bigot. But when you begin to harass me constantly, okay, on breaks, they will come on breaks to fucking harass me and go back to the jobs on the days off. But like, you got nothing better to fucking do? You that much of a fucking loser? It is what it is. Most of these people, all they are is 810, and all they ever will be is 810. Most of them can't even survive out of fucking Port Huron. Their life's dependent on it. I like to see them do this shit in the right hood, in the 313, or the hoods around the world, particularly when it comes to our communities. Alright? They're fucking cowards, man. They even stated, they said, well, we wouldn't do that. I said, because you're a bitch, and you know exactly what you're doing is wrong. And that's why they will only go so far. Because I will fight. Okay, you know, now and kill if I have to. I mean, because they push me to that point. Even though I'm a conscientious objector, I do believe definitely in the Second Amendment now, and I will be getting a gun. Okay, all right, because of these proud fucking boys, you know, these bigots. Okay, trying to ruin my life, and I will stop them at all costs. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Any force necessary. Okay, Malcolm X was talking about that. You know, I don't agree with everything he said. You know, we're of completely of two different faiths. Okay, neither Martin Luther King. But I'm right in the middle. Okay, so I say, look, not only that, but they've stated that particularly, yeah, if that nigger got a gun, I think twice about messing with him. So sometimes you have to go to the extent. When it comes to people like this that's so racist that you have to use force or violence, and they actually stated that that's the only way we'll ever understand, and we'll still mess with him, even if he has to kill us, even going on his property if he were to buy land here or a house. So this is how serious it is. You know, I'm calm as hell. Okay, I like to keep to myself. I'm reserved. I said, but I will kill you. Do not fuck with me. Okay, I will fucking kill you, man. I'm serious, man. You fucking with me. You're fucking with my family. You're talking about fucking my unborn children. You're talking about messing with, my nieces and my nephews, man. I will kill you, man. I'm not fucking playing. Okay, so you have this city that pushes someone that is a conscientious objector. Okay, and a pacifist. It will be Kodesh Bokima by the time I'm done. I mean, at that point in time, you're talking about raping me, you're doing all this shit. Shout out to my fathers, my brothers and my sisters, but this is white America. Welcome to white America, every fucking body. This is who they really are. Okay? A lot of white Americans feel this way. I've been all across America and I've dealt with the same shit, even down south. You have to be very careful, okay, when it comes to living in their communities. And when it's the majority of them, okay, this is what they do. Okay, let them try that shit in the communities where there is a majority of us, or try that shit with the wrong one. They fucking with the wrong one. Okay, and that goes for any Caucasian man or woman that wants to test me. Okay, all right. It is what it is. That goes for anybody. So, and I'm very calm. It's self-defense, of course. I don't want to harm anybody. Don't want to do that. But when you push me to this point, I'm going to be on the streets for 3 winters. I've been on the streets for 9 years. Since 2019, they've been fucking with me. Since the time I was a 6-year-old boy. So this is why I'm making this video. Okay? Alright? Defamation, slander. I had a 4th grade education because of them. All I learned when it comes to the St. Clair County school system was what a nigger was, how to be a nigger. Oh, you can't do that. Because you don't have the complexion for the connection. You're a nigger. Brother got spit on in school, told to go back to his own kind. I mean, this shit was crazy as hell. The shit they was doing. I resented my mother for moving me up to Port Huron and away from the city and away from my kind. I really did. Okay? I forgave her though. I said, why did she move us up here with all these white folks? But like I say, it is what it is. She wanted a better life for us. She didn't want us growing up in the hoods. I can understand that. But you have to understand when you do that, but you allow your kids to come up around, especially when it comes to white spaces. That's why I'm extremely against that. We have neighborhoods that are good. So I do not necessarily agree with her on that choice. But she made her decisions. And that's my mother. I still love her. Okay, it is what it is. I have great experiences here. There is sentimental value here. But I don't believe in living in white spaces for this reason. I don't have any white friends for this reason. I would never lay with a white woman for this reason or marry a white woman. Okay? Even when it comes to my mother, Christina DeMille, which is a Caucasian woman that I love very dearly, the unfortunate thing is I cannot go see her. Okay? Because they call her a nigger lover and because her life is in danger. If they're talking about harming my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters, I like to see them try. Okay? Because you got a lot of members of my family that will fight back. So I'm not too concerned about that. I am concerned about that in the sense that I really don't talk to them as much. Because what they'll do is they listen to my conversations and then try to use it against me. And they do. To prevent me from getting employment. and a job. And they've been doing it all the time. Every time I talk to my mother and father, my common brothers and sisters, they would actually sit up there at the bridge and just listen. Okay? It's fucking losers, man. But like I say, it's fucking losers. So I wanted to talk about this, man. I mean, this shit is so fucking crazy. But there's some other things I want to mention. I want to get this video done as soon as possible. Okay? Alright? So the receipt is for 10/25/24. Okay, so this is the day, I need to use the restroom. They didn't let me use the restroom. I actually took a shit outside. I have pictures of it. I have a video of it. You can go check it out. Okay, alright. I just find it funny. Okay? They say they're not bigots. Every time, these motherfuckers get caught with their hands down their pants. And I say to that, okay, excuse me, and I say to that, was that before or after you got caught with your tongue joyously, caught in association with the NUMBLA Association? Okay, NUMBLA Association is, North American Men Boy Love Association. Okay, NUMBLA. Okay, they always talk about fucking little kids, particularly little boys, particularly Hebrew children, and boys of their own community, Asian children as well. I do not appreciate that. That's pretty fucking disgusting. Okay, and it's so sad because you got members of my community, and I'm going to make this quick because I do have to get going. Members of my community have said that they love the white man and white woman so much so that they would not resist their lust against their own children. What I mean by this is rape, molestation. Okay? Rape and molestation. Okay? And what I never got was a lot of these white men and women, they get with members of our community and partake in such racism. And, now isn't it a bit asinine to have children with us and hate those children instead of sticking with your own, or rather sticking with, your own hates? That's what they call it. Little hates in regards to their dicks. Because a lot of these men know it. They're not very big, and I can care less about that. I try to befriend them, but their insecurities, the projection of the insecurities got in the way. Okay? I say, and I'm very relaxed. See, I'm the kind of brother at this point in time, I got PTSD. So it's like war. So I said, at the end of the day, I'm calm. Like those boys, he pulled out that knife and shit. I said, it is what it is. People seen the video. I said, if it came down to it, it's me and you. I'm going to do you. Look, motherfucker, I'll do you in. Now, I repent about it, but I have a straight face about it. I said, I had to do what I had to do. These people, let me tell you something. These people have completely changed my personality due to PTSD and the trauma that I go through on a 24/7 basis. I'm not a killer, but these people are, and they're cowards. You got this whole city fucking with me just because they have no talent, no skills, no meaningful purpose, living a meaningless existence, day in and day out. Ain't got shit to do but to bother me. And the people that bother me are not homeless. They're well-to-do. And quite a few of the motherfuckers are quite wealthy. Driving in nice cars and shit. Fucking with me. Even the successful Caucasians around here. Know what I'm saying? Fucking with me all the time. Okay? With the backing of the police. It is what it is. So I don't call the police all the time, but there's sometimes I do have to call the police. I'm not a petty person. I prefer to deal with things myself, just like I prefer to make my own fucking money. That's why I don't like asking my father and them for money. I said I should be out here doing my best. I should be out here not on the streets, because I'm very well capable and I do have the skills to pay the bills and go to college and get more skills to pay more bills and take care of my family, my mother, my father, my brothers, and my sisters. Okay, that's why I do this for. It's a job. Okay, I try to be professional as possible. Forgive me my PTSD. All praise to the Most High Yah. So we're going to move on here. All right. When it comes to their little hates, that's what they call their, religion or their belief in regards to white supremacy, their expression of their false sense of superiority. A lot of these motherfuckers admitted that they feel inferior when it comes to us and our ability to do things like dance, sing, rap, and particularly a lot of the Caucasian men and women, the women, they say I make them feel inferior because I don't give them the time of day. But if I'm an ascetic Jew, I'm not giving any woman the time of day because I'm an, Hebraic monk, meaning I've separated myself according to the good book. So I put the book on the table, the good book, the Bible, Matthew chapter 19, verse 12. I'm the third kind of a eunuch, and I've been this way since I was 13. So why should I give up my my power, okay, or something as precious as my seed to a woman that hates my people, who talks about mass genocide, mass molestation, okay, of my people, even going as far as cutting off the penises of the men that just happen to be bigger. Okay, in our community, they talked about this, so there's no competition when it comes to their men in their community that are smaller. So I'll put my salvation on this. I'm not just sitting here talking shit. I'm like being serious. Like, I'm not, Mr. Comedian, but I can be. But shit, motherfucker, damn. So, I actually, I'm on script here, man. What I'm saying is I'm on script, trying to stay on topic here, man. There's so much shit I want to talk about. Okay? They call it, taking pride in their religion of hates, or known as the hates. That's what they call it. I heard them say it all the time. I just can't stop. I love my bigots and bigotry for all my bigot days. It's funny because at Myers particularly, I call 4 managers at Myers. There's 4 seasons in Michigan. 4 being the number in the week of creation when time first began as a measurement of milliseconds to seconds, minutes to hours, days to months, years to centuries, centuries to millennia, kilo anam to mega anam to giga anam, and so on and so forth. Kilo is just 1,000 years, mega, okay, billions of years, millions of years, and then giga is billions of years, okay? So I'm just talking about the Son of Man. Now, I don't believe we've been here that long. That's just my personal belief. Some people say we've been here for billions of years and shit like that. Nah, I said nah. Okay, I don't believe we've been here that long. That's just my personal viewpoint, okay? According to scriptures. But like I say, according to my finite understanding, I don't know everything, guys. But I do know one thing. I'm not wrong in what I'm doing, okay? If you are so racist, well, I'm shitting on myself because you kicked me out of every establishment because of the alleged size of my dick and how it hangs and my testicles. How petty are you, and how insecure are you, and how small you really are? Particularly even when it comes to the Caucasian females. Particularly, it's just really all about the dick. Not only that, but it's about they want to disprove prophecy. They hate Jews, particularly in regards to what I'm talking about, me taking a DNA test and tracking my lineage to so many different tribes of Yisrael. Yes, I did that history, man. Actually, I have a bunch of resources in regards to these tribes. Okay? All right? You got a Caucasian man in the background talking about, now we don't want your little wee-wee. Let me tell you something. He has a little dick. And if he gets too close, I will film him. But like I said, they'll come over here and start talking shit and threatening. And I said, I don't got time for that shit. Okay, man? Alright. Take your little dick ass somewhere else. Okay? I know what it's about. Stupid ass motherfucker. Alright. Walking around here taking his little dick out on everybody in the world. Alright? Part of the itty bitty committee. Talking that dumb shit. Let me tell you something, man. Alright? You got members of my community, okay, that is just as small as these white men. And I'm not talking about physically. Alright? Okay. Alright. So we don't really have that problem in our community, okay? But what I'm saying is they've internalized racism. Internalized racism is a serious issue, okay? He's one of those ghetto ass hicks. You know, I call them white trash. Alright? That's exactly what they are, man. You know, white trash, ghetto ass hicks, or white trash hicks, man. Talking that dumb shit, just yelling and shit. Told him to get close to talking that shit. Got a little dick. I seen him around the neighborhood. I know what his issue is. Can't please women, man. And then he take it out on me. Everybody know his business. I think he got 3 or 4 inch penis. I said, damn. That's none of my business, brother, but don't take that shit out on me. For what I heard, they don't get too big around here. 3 or 4. 5 at most. So they're mad at me. Okay? And I don't give a fuck about that shit. Motherfucker, I'm just trying to get a job. Okay? But like I say, it is what it is. Okay? Nothing personal, just business. Standing 10 toes down on business. Standing on the rock of the cornerstone that the biggest have refused. That are my father's business. Okay? So, you know, I really do forgive these people, but you see, I'm calm. You know, I'm not going to go back and forth with the motherfucker. I just record them and say, hey, look, man, chill out. You know? Yeah. You exposed yourself, man. Okay? So I'm one of those motherfuckers. I be calm, but, you know, I'm ready for war any fucking time, motherfucker. I mean, you fight me over something that, you know, I can't even help. The size of your very little dick, you know? And when it comes to these Caucasian females, don't get fucking mad at me because you can't get... You knew that motherfucker had a little dick when you married him. When you decided to live with that motherfucker. You walking around here holding hands, you looking at me. Get mad at me, calling me all kinds of niggas and shit. You settled. You settled. They say it all the time around here. They call it, you know, St. Clair County or Settle County. The women say they settled. A lot of these dudes around here, they can't find a woman that's going to put up with their shit. Most particularly what I'm talking about in the bedroom. So they settle too. White women mention that they don't want to talk about the men too much because they say they can't find anything else and they're pretty lonely. They don't want to be alone. But they do. They talk mad shit about their men. They cuck them all the time. So you see, I have no reason to lie about this shit, man. I'm going to be on the streets again for the winter. Now, according to my intellect and the videos that I've made and what I've built when it comes to this case, I should not be on the fucking streets when it comes to my temperament. I can keep a fucking job. It's these motherfuckers that I can't work with, that I necessarily cannot live around, and I can prove it. I can't live in this motherfucker without a lawyer on speed by, okay, and the police number my fucking phone. I prove that every time. Motherfucker sitting up there having a little dick nervous fucking breakdown. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit just get, you know, you get tired of that dumb shit. But I'm probably gonna walk down to the fucking library because, you know, this place is taking a little bit too long to open up. It's kind of chilly out here, but I'm good, man. Okay, hey, shout out to my father and them and shit. Give me my language. I'm not trying to disrespect my family or my name. Like I said, it is what it is, most particularly when it comes to my grandfather. Rest in peace. And his son. Shout out to you too, man. Love my family. Just wanted to make a short video. Wasn't trying to make it too long, guys. Okay. By the way, I'm put up 2 videos, okay? I figured out the system and the algorithm of Facebook. Alright. But I'll let you know. I love you guys. So I'm going to be heading out. So I have any other issues. Alright. These people are crazy as hell. Okay? They say it all the time in the background. Now we really won't let you work now. I said, it's not your decision whether or not I work or not. I'm not your fucking slave. Okay? This is why I don't have any white friends. This fucking establishment said it. The reason why I shit on myself. Okay? Because they would not let me use their restroom, but they would let their white patrons use the restroom. And they've done it before. And I've been in this establishment on many occasions. And every establishment, I can't even go to McDonald's. That establishment is right here. Alright, so you gotta understand, if they're so arrogant to pull out knives on video. On video. Okay, motherfuckers watching that shit, man. It's like 30 now or something, 31. It doesn't take, let me tell you something when it comes to law. It doesn't matter how many people watch it. It just matters if you have the evidence, when you have the proof. If a cop is shot, not on camera, but they have the loaded gun and the evidence and the DNA of the individual that did it. Doesn't fucking matter who's seen it or not. Doesn't fucking matter how many people seen it, watched it, or not at all. If you have evidence, the loaded fucking gun, the smoking gun, excuse me, you have the case. How many videos have I put up? I don't care if motherfuckers watch them motherfuckers. I mean, it's nice, but all it is evidence using, Facebook particularly to store my videos and other platforms as well. Okay, so it is what it is. So if I went to a lawyer and say, hey, look, I got all this evidence here, they'll pull out knives and shit. Better yet, the lawyers, I say, how about you walk around here, talk to these people, pretend like you don't know me, ask about me. They'll be exposed. If I hired a private investigator right the fuck now, make sure you don't know, make sure you say you don't know me, and a white boy at that, or a white woman, pay him well, hire a private investigator. They walked around here, or for a week. They happened to follow me, but didn't make it obvious. Now I'm sitting up there. And they walk in these buildings and ask questions about me or just, be nonchalant about it. How stupid these motherfuckers would be. Talking all kinds of shit. That nigger this, that nigger that. Da. All the evidence. And they put a recorder or video camera on them. I mean, shit, I already made the case, just about. They'd be caught. And going into the McDonald's and all these establishments. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They're really that fucking stupid. But like I say, it is what it is, man. I'm no fucking genius. I ain't no fucking Sherlock Holmes, but I am a fucking detective in this motherfucker, okay? So even if they decided to say they wanted to call the cops, and I said, well, officer, out here particularly, I'm waiting for the store to open up, so I don't see what the issue is. But when it comes to the description of my dick being in everyone's mouth, and I will say that in a respectful manner, because I do have PTSD. I said, man, sir, I've had issues with them, particularly not allowing me to use the restrooms, and so I shitted on myself while they allowed their white patrons to use the restrooms. And when it comes to other nationalities too, as well, like the sand niggers, as they like to call them notoriously, the chinks, the spics. So it's not just my nation, but any nation that's outside the nation of the bigobites. That's what they call themselves, the bigobites. Or they call themselves the cracks. I don't feel comfortable saying this. Or the crackers. Because they cracking that whip. And they take pride in that shit. So it's not just me I'm standing for, but it's many. I'm no civil rights activist or some shit, but this shit is fucking wrong. And they violate my civil liberties and as well others. So it's not just me. Okay? So I'm about to head to the library and deal with their fuckery and bigotry in regards to the worship of all things bigotry and penis. Okay? Well, like I say, so you heard them in the background. I don't know if you heard of this. They said, we're never going to let you work, nigger. Now, if I started a log, which I started other logs on how many times they say these things, and then I have a numbering system that I created to date how many times they say these things, and I will sit there for hours and just date that shit up or add that shit up just to show how much they harass me on a 24/7 basis. I can't keep up with it because I got to sleep, I got to eat, and then I get right back to it. But there's so many things when it comes to building this body of a case. So forgive me, guys. I'm going to put up 2 videos, okay, to this. All right, 35:47. Okay. Sometimes the videos cut off at 35:47. If they do, I'm putting up 2 videos. You can hit it up at YouTube. Okay. All right. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine. Okay. If you want to support, you don't have to give me any money. At that point, I might as well start a GoFundMe. I could work for myself. Okay. Fuck. I started GoFundMe a fucking job. You think I'm fucking playing? I looked into that shit. I'm fucking serious. These motherfuckers are so fucking racist. Shit, I started me a shit. OnlyFans, motherfucker. OnlyFans me a job. I want to work for my damn self. This is why I don't believe necessarily in working. I decided either you're going to be working for someone or you're going to be working for yourself. This is why it's important to work for yourself. Okay, shout out to my father and his father. Okay, things of that nature. Because when it comes to fucking bigots, when it comes to these people, when it comes to Caucasians, when they're jealous of you, when you can do things that, let me tell you something, that they can't do, most particularly when it comes to the white trash or the lowly whites, not the elite. If you can make money, if you got skills, see, it's a difference between people with class. It's class brackets and people with no class. These motherfuckers, it's just one big fucking white ghetto. See, the elites don't give a fuck about that. The elite are green. If you have money, you can make money, you have skills, they'll look past all that shit. If they are biggest shit, that shit is not going to stop them. They have certain viewpoints. I could work with the motherfuckers. I just can't work with these motherfuckers. Because they are so lowly and so trashy. Okay? You talking about the whole fucking city? Alright? It's the difference between the class brackets when it comes to certain Caucasians. It's the difference between the Jewish, okay, elite, okay, and the Jewish non-elite. It's the difference between the average white American and the white American elite when it comes to the white women and white men. So it's class brackets. So they're not looking at you for the complexion of your skin. Yes, they may have certain views, but when it comes to money, all that shit is out the window. See, I look at things from a business perspective. I look at things from a business perspective. And thank the Most High that I do. I look at this as a business opportunity as well when it comes to my father's business in heaven and making sure that I don't put myself in a situation where I get fucked and I'm never able to see my family again. I can't fend for them. Shout out to K-Man. I love you very much. I'm doing this for you too, brother. I know we don't talk enough, man. I love you very much. So you have to understand. You know? You gotta forgive. Okay? They say it all the time. They don't even say my name right. They call me Moshi. It's not my fucking name. It's Issa. They're so fucking stupid. They call me all these different names. They call me Kuta Kente. They call me Toby. They're just fucking racist. They're just fucking white trash. Just white trash hicks, man. That's what they is. And they actually call themselves that. Then they get mad when I call them. I said, but you said that's what you are. Taking pride in that shit. They only start to get mad when I was able to prove everything. When I kept catching them, because they would just do this shit in front of me all the time. Like it was just 24/7 clockwork. And I was just catching them. Couldn't keep up with it. So I think it's funny. I mean, I don't take the motherfuckers seriously. Because I know I could work with Caucasians. I'm not a fucking bigot. Like Facebook said I was speaking hate speech and said I was a bigot. And you have to understand, if I'm using language, and if I use the language nigger, an expression of what's happening to me, or nigga, or kike, or nigger kike, when I am a kike, or particularly a Jew, that's not bigotry. Okay? That's not hate speech. That's within my community and my ethnicity. Okay? Alright? Not only that, but when it comes to our music, okay, so if I post a song, or there's videos, how many videos are on YouTube or music of us in our community when it comes to that being a term of endearment, which I was speaking against, such use of the words when it comes to Caucasians, because when they say that shit is derogatory. And that's what I was speaking against Facebook, that you flagged me for. Okay, with hate speech, you go check my profile, and all this is a result, result of Facebook with the, because of them, the harassment and everything increased. It's not all of Facebook's fault. But they really didn't look at what I was doing. They didn't really read the context of what I was doing. They just flagged me. My video was on private too, so I was like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You gotta understand. So if I'm a Jew and I walk up to another Jew and say, hey, kike. Now it's different if I'm, it's different if I'm, not of that ethnicity. It takes on a different tone. Or you know how like women, they walk up to each other and say, hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? Now if I walk up to them, don't know them from Adam. Okay, I say, hey, bitch. It's gonna be a problem. Or Spics. There are members of their community that say, hey, Spic, they're joking around. It's something within their communities. Even I heard the Caucasians even say within to themselves, cracker, you're a crazy cracker, crazy honky. I'm a redneck. A lot of them motherfuckers take pride in that shit. You know what I'm fucking talking about, those hicks. I'm a redneck. I'm proud of that shit. I see that shit on the back of their trucks all the time, especially down in the South. So it's not really, it depends on the context of what you're saying. But when you say that I was speaking in the context of being a bigot, and you post that on Facebook, and all this has happened because of you, and I'm taking shits outside now, that's libel. Libel. Because you didn't read the context. You didn't read the fine print. So now I gotta deal with this bullshit because of your negligence. Whether intentional or unintentional. So we're gonna have to deal with this shit. Because it's all over the fucking web now. All over the fucking 50 states. All over the globe. Everyone can see it now. But like I said, nothing personal, just business. Instead, the 10 toes down on business. Standing on the rock of the cornerstone that the bigots have refused. That of my father's business, that of which, of course, I would never divorce. Okay? So, you have to understand, man. Shit. Call Facebook, ask them for a job. I see you took every fucking opportunity away from me now in this city. And what else city any cities that I touched down at now? Everyone thinks I'm a bigot now, Facebook. Am I a bigot? I guess I'll have to get a lawyer and find out. Facebook. More like bigot book now. This shit crazy as hell, man. I get called a bigot and accused of hate speech for speaking against bigotry. The only people that seem to have a problem with what I'm saying are bigots. And I'm not saying all of Facebook are bigots, but certain individuals that did not read the fine print or the context of what I was saying. Okay? Alright, Mark Zuckerberg, got respect for him as a business, but what I'm saying is particularly, I'm not the only one that's saying this. Okay? Even those folks that you defended, in regards to what I was speaking against, the molestation of children and everything that I mentioned in this video, I'm saying the same thing. We really can't trust Facebook. Yay! Bigot book. Yay! We're not exposed. Yay! Mark Zuckerberg is on our side. Yay! Mind you, I didn't call Mark Zuckerberg a bigot of any sort. That is an elite white. His mentality is completely different. Class. It's called class. It's called civility too. Something that these motherfuckers do not have. Okay? I mean, not only that, but they mentioned, I'm going to say this one more thing. They said that they would never grow up, the white woman and the men, because of the lack of this, the lack of the size of their penis. This is funny. So you're using that as an excuse to be a fucking boy? A little boy? Got fucking 50-year-old men, 45 years old, 60, talking like this. It's this dumb shit. I sit up here, mind my business. If I sit my desk down just to rest, sit on my bucket and do some reading and some studying, some light reading, till I get to my destination, get up, needing the strength of the gospel, the Bible, because of all this harassment and the mental toll that it takes on me. Now, they ain't never gonna break me, motherfucker. The amount of things that my ancestors have been through in this country, I will never give up. Okay? And knowing my history as a natively bred Spartan Norseman, no, I'm multicultural, baby. And I'm very proud of that, or rather, I take joy in that. Not the sense of pride in the sense of hate speech, Facebook, but in the sense of defending my rights, my 13th Amendment right and my First Amendment right, and just my constitutionary right to speak and defend my rights and my civil liberties when they're being violated by actual bigots. Facebook. Okay? Anywho, by the way, you have my number, my legal number. You could have called me. If there was any real issue, you could talk to me. I was trying to get in contact with you. But it's going beyond the point of being able to actually reconcile with this point in time. When it comes to my situation now, it's nowhere out my situation, being that it's all over the world in 50 different states. I have to take legal action now. Imagine being on the streets for 3 winters. Imagine being on the streets for 9 years. I've been on the streets more than a few winters, actually. But just actually being on the streets, not having a vehicle of sorts, not jumping from couch to couch, but being severely on the streets. How many of these individuals will survive? And they said we wouldn't. We'll crack down, we'll cry, we'll commit suicide. So my mentality is completely different from theirs. Vet it. Okay? Vet it. Okay, is what I meant to say. Vet it. Okay. Although no ma la ka ne do ma mo tsara ka kana ba la ka tana ba. Hola ka tara no ba. Do ma la ka no ma. An do ko lo ka ne ka ra tsara ka na ma ho sro ko na hala ka ta do ba. Hala ka ta no ba hala ka tsana do ba. Hola ko tara da ba. Ho hala ka tsano do. Hola ka ta ne do ma ndo ma hala ka ta no ba. Oh ma ha ka ma ha tsara ka ka no ko tsro ko ba. Hala ka ta ne tsano ba. Ma ngum anh ngủ đâu có cái này nó sẽ đó đâu đâu hát con đâu đại sự đâu có là cái đó nên tôi ba bộ sinh tụ ba mai hát sẽ ra cái đó tôi có cái sẽ ra cái đó nó ba ở số độ tôi mà hát sẽ ra cái đó đã so I have my own language. My people stem from many different languages. Okay. They don't like that. They don't even like me speaking in my own language. Foreign ass nigger. I asked them as well, what language can you ever teach me? How many languages do you speak? Can't say shit. What they do say, I notice how they respond. This is how they respond. Nigger, I don't have to speak another language. I'm white. I got the complexion for the connection, nigger. They say things like this. I'm serious. They say that. I'm serious. I guess you call that white privilege. Well, I wouldn't want to be white. They had this running joke, and I find it as a fucking joke. I take it as a fucking joke. They said that I actually wanted to be white. And I said, what? So they turned it around and said that instead of them being jealous of me, talk about they want Afro dicks, they want afros and shit, how they thought I was so cool and shit, how I'm able to do what I do. But then there was a great deep reflection of jealousy based off of their actions and how they treated me and not allowing me to get employment. So it's not a good kind of admiration. Okay, there's a fine line between hate and love. So it was always hate there, even since I was a 6-year-old boy. Okay. All I wanted to do was have sex, and then throw me back on the streets. Like a stray dog. Alright? And I wasn't having that. I respect myself enough to be like, no, fuck that. Alright? That's why I call it the biggest shows, Facebook. Because I stand against bigotry, not because I'm for bigotry. Facebook. Or Bigger Book now. It was funny, they would talk about, hey, well, they'll remove the videos if you start talking about Facebook. I said, go fucking ahead. Go fucking right ahead. I got other platforms I can still talk shit about Facebook. And not Facebook entirely as a whole, but the individuals that flagged me for that dumb shit that have caused the ruining of my life. And then that just exemplifies their guiltiness, in proving that it was not anything other than bigotry. in their frustration and me exposing these biggies. Because I've been doing this for quite some time. And I noticed none of my videos prior to this have been flagged. By the way, the video they flagged, by the way, I'm gonna just say this one last thing, is the video, and they removed it completely. Like, I can't get the video back, but I have the original video and I downloaded it to YouTube as well, so I have it in a few other places. It was the exact video where I confronted Target and legally had their asses in regards to kicking me out illegally out of their establishment. And that was a big part of the case. You know what they did? They completely removed the fucking video. So forgive me, Facebook, by the way, if you actually watch these videos in the context of these videos. They've given me like 180 days, 179 days. I took pictures of when they done this. So I know I have a lot more time to change the videos and the prompts that they have with them. I've just been so fucking harassed because you've accused me of hate speech. So I have not been able to keep up with building the case and then fighting you on Facebook. No disrespect, not intentionally so, but combating the slander, the defamation, now libel that you partook in. So forgive me, I'm not I'm not trying to set the rules here, okay? But I have not been able to keep up because I'm being harassed so much. My life is being threatened. I'm constantly being bombarded by statements of hate speech, the same things that you accuse me of, and the same reason they're using to not allow me into their establishments and to kick me out and saying that I'm a bigot. But according to my First Amendment right, if I was a bigot, which I'm not, I would have a right to be a bigot just like they do. But in terms of how they're doing it, it's completely wrong. You have plenty of bigots in America of many different nations and times that do not do shit like this. Violating people's civil liberties, stalking them, following them, gang stalking. All these things, okay? I mean, this shit is crazy as hell, and I could prove it all. It's fucking sad and pathetic what America is coming to. What America has come to, the dumbing down of America. Okay? Eventually I'm gonna have to leave. Okay? Because this shit ain't gonna happen again. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that shit ain't gonna happen again. Okay? Make sure this shit is never gonna happen again. Nor to me, anybody, or most particularly my family. Or my children, if I have any children, or I just decided to adopt. There'll be no rapings, there'll be no maimings, there'll be no mass genocide. I won't let you know the Most High. Okay, it is what it is. You have to understand, this is what they talk about. This is all these bigots talk about. Mass genocide, rapings, mass rapings, being able to have sex with their children, hoping that the law passes so there's no case against them when it comes to having sex with kids. I mean, in their desire to want to have sex with kids, they talk about all the time. And saying that my kids, particularly my unborn children or any kids that I adopt, and if they're white, they said now they are considered disposable whites because they're associated with me. Because I talked about adopting a couple of white children because of the influences and role models in my life, not just being of my nation, but also of their nation as well, that they call the disposable whites, and saying that they will be rape worthy of being raped. This is why I would adopt outside of America, because I don't trust white Americans anymore, particularly not as a whole, but most, particularly when it comes to the lowly, the downtrodden. In comparison to the elite and the ones who actually have class, it's not an issue. It's the white trash. The white trash hits. I say white trash hits, that's a combination of both white trash and hits because they're that fucking bad. So remember, guys, 3547. Alright? I post 2 videos. Alright? Post pretty fast to Facebook. I'll post 2 videos. Just in case if the incident happens again. Okay? So forgive me, guys, for being long-winded. I'm about to get out of here. Shit. No, I'm out, man. It's gonna take me a while to get to library, but they about to open up. So by the time I get there walking, you know, like I say, man, I'm all about fighting. I'm all about a fight. I can fight, man. You know, I ain't the best fighter, but damn, I prefer to fight with the pen. It's good to know self-defense, man. You know, pick up them books, pick up that fist. You know, practice. But like I say, it is what it is. Shout out to my father, man. All right. As they yell in the background, we're really not exposed. That is what it is. Fucking idiots. Fucking A. Okay. McDonald's. This is why I can't go to McDonald's. We really don't want your ass. No, I really do want his dick. Back and forth. You know. Same bitch that's speaking in the monitor. I can hear a voice all the way over here. She said she tired of taking little pink dicks. I said, bitch, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. Alright? As they call themselves, the little dick race. Maybe some truth to that shit. Okay, particularly when it comes to them, when they've separated themselves from their own people and saying that anyone that stands against them in their communities, as they call themselves the bigobites, are disposable whites. That I actually stand for. So I find that very fucking funny. That I'm the bigot now. Because Facebook said so. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. And this is Easton the Lowly Jew, wild man and born of a heart of truth, and I approve this message brought to you. Mazel tov.